Greetings, everyone. It's kind of nice having the chair here in front of the collection. Just very relaxing. I could just go to sleep. Okay. So, Blu-ray SteelBooks. Yes, there's more. Let's take a look at them today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so around, I guess it was around Christmas of 2010, there was this whole big selection of limited edition Blu-ray SteelBooks that were put out. I don't think they were exclusive to Future Shop. I think they were around, a few different places. Because I know I've seen a few of them, like at HMV, and actually I think HMV and Future Shop are the only places I've seen them. Anyway, I primarily get them through Future Shop because they've got slightly better prices than HMV a lot of the time for such things. Although HMV does have some pretty nice sales, which maybe we'll talk about later because I picked up a few things from there recently. Okay, so anyway, there was a whole bunch of different titles, basically, again, just repackages, the same old releases, but put into beautiful new steelbook cases. And a lot of these were movies that I wanted to get on Blu-ray anyway, so I thought, hey, why not get the steelbooks? They'll look a little snazzier on the shelf, so that's what I did. I didn't get all the ones I wanted because, they're, again, about 20 bucks a piece. So I've had to be a little bit selective just because I'd rather get 4 Blu-ray movies from the $5 bin versus getting 1 for the same price, So, yes, Blu-ray does have $5 bins now. It's not a lot in the $5 bins. Most of them are in the $10 bin, but still, for under 10 bucks, you can get yourself some Blu-ray movies now. Pretty cool. And needless to say, I did, and we'll talk about those in some upcoming updates. But you want to know what other steelbooks I got. Okay, so there's still a few from that set that I want to get. It looks like everybody got like just huge stocks of them, so even though they're technically limited editions, they do still seem to be fairly widely available at this point in time. There are a few that seem to be almost sold out, and those are the ones that I grabbed first because I wanted them. And let's take a look at what they are. All right. First off, we got, well, I'm not even going to do any lead up. The 4th film by Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill, Volume 1, and, and Volume 2. So let's take a little bit of a closer look here. Again, one of the things I love about the steelbooks is the fact that you get this beautiful alternate artwork. This was actually one of the posters for Kill Bill Volume 1. And then it's on the back, it's a nice picture of Uma Thurman. And then inside, it's just the exact same disc that you get in the regular edition, but in the snazzy Blu-ray steelbook case. Let's take a look at the artwork inside. And that's pretty much it. There's no insert or anything. It's just the regular edition in a snazzy steelbook. And then actually on the side, you have English and French, because these were, I guess that's as far as the exclusivity goes. These were Canadian releases. So, yeah, one thing that kind of bugs me, if we just grab one of the Resident Evils here, you know how most of them have the writing like that? Well, on Kill Bill, they put it the other way around, so it doesn't quite line up on the shelf with everything else. It's like you're looking this way for most of the titles, but then you got to look this way for Kill Bill, and it's like, and it seems to be the only movie out of all the, like Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 both do this, but it seems to be the only one out of that whole collection that did that, and I don't know why. It's just kind of annoying. I don't like it when stuff doesn't line up on my shelf. I talked about that with the Star Wars movies way back when I did my overview in 2008. So anyway, Kill Bill Volume 2, again, nice alternate artwork. I actually think, in the case of Kill Bill, I always thought the covers of the regular editions were kind of tacky. I don't know. I mean, some people might argue, well, it just goes with the cheesiness of the movies. But, I don't know. I like this better. I'll just say that. I think this is much classier and cooler and badasser. And you're going to get Daryl Hannah on the back. And then again, inside, it's just the regular. Because basically the covers of the regular edition are just like what you see on the discs here. It's like Volume 1 is yellow, Volume 2 is red, and they're really not much to look at. So just take a look here, and then we have the bride and Bill facing off there. So that's quite cool. Yeah. So anyway, But yeah, I hadn't actually watched these for quite some time. I originally saw both of these in the theater, of course. I think everybody did. Man, what great movies to see on the big screen. Yeah, in terms of picture and sound quality, these got top marks right across the board. And even on my dinky little 21.5-inch screen, it's easy to see why. I mean, colors are deep and rich and vibrant, and even on that size screen, you could see evidence of film grain being left intact. And yeah, it's just great stuff. In terms of extras, really all you've got is all the content that was on the original DVD editions. So these are exactly the same as the old DVD editions, just with slightly nicer Blu-ray menus and all the same content. But if we just go over the quick list here. So this is the back for Volume 1, this is the back for Volume 2, and again, I'll probably do scans of these just so you can read along. You can read along with me in your book. So, Volume 1, we have The Making of Kill Bill Volume 1, bonus musical performances by the 5-6-7-8s, which is the Japanese surf music band, of course you all know that, and trailers for other Quentin Tarantino movies, such as Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1 teaser, Kill Bill Volume 1 bootleg trailer, and Kill Bill Volume 2 teaser. And that's it. Yeah, Quentin doesn't really do commentaries for his own movies, which is very sad. I really wish he would, because the few commentaries that I have heard him participate on, usually older movies or like other movies that he really had nothing to do with, or ones that he wrote, like for example the commentary for From Dusk Till Dawn that he did with Robert Rodriguez is awesome. That's a great commentary. But we've all seen him in interviews and stuff, and he's a very energetic, you know, engaging person, and always has interesting things to say. And it would be great to hear him do some commentaries for his movies. You know, yeah. So anyway, Volume 2, we have The Making of Kill Bill Volume 2, Demo, Deleted Scene, and Ching-On Musical Performance. And that's it. So the deleted scene on this is pretty cool, actually. It's basically a whole long fight sequence that involved Bill kicking some local thugs' asses in front of Beatrix when she was still kind of training with him. And it was a great sequence. It's too bad that it got cut out, but oh well, at least we get to see it in deleted scene form, so that's cool. Alright, so that is not it. There is more. Oh yes. These are a couple more that I really wanted to get. I used to have both of these on DVD, and you may recall a while back I had one of these in the horror section because it's a horror parody, and then I had the other in the, I guess it's sort of the comedy section. But you can't go wrong with a little bit of Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and under the directorial hand of Edgar Wright. I am, of course, talking about Shaun of the Dead, a romantic comedy with zombies. That's actually what they said on the poster, and that's exactly what it is. And, of course, Hot Fuzz. So there we go. So we got that. Now, in terms of extras on this, in terms of picture quality, again, top marks right across the board. If you check out any review, they will tell you these are the way these movies should look on Blu-ray, and they do. And Shaun of the Dead there, and underneath we have Simon Pegg. Yeah, I know I didn't really show you much of the insides of the Resident Evil ones, but really you're not missing anything. And then with Hot Fuzz, you may recall an update probably 2 years ago now, where I actually had the 3-disc special limited edition of Hot Fuzz, and it was just loaded with extras. So many extras, in fact, I never even got around to checking all of them out before I ended up selling the set during the Great Purge. So there we go, nice group shot there. So one of the things I was curious about was, okay, Blu-ray's coming out. Do I need to, should I just get the Blu-ray? Will it have everything that was included on the old DVDs? Or do I need to get both, as I have had to do with a few things? And the simple answer is, as far as I can tell, everything that was on the DVD editions, including the 3-disc special edition of this one, is included on the Blu-rays. Let's go over the extras, shall we? Okay, so again, these were just basically glued onto the back with that, gooey rubber snot that they use to put these things on. Pretty easy to remove, and of course I like to hang on to these just to have the information, and it's part of the set. Okay, so with Shaun of the Dead, we have additional features, not all subtitled. Missing bits, outrageous outtakes and deleted scenes not shown in theaters. Raw meat, casting tapes, Simon Pegg's video diary, and special effects comparisons. TV bits includes an interview with Coldplay. Zombie gallery, storyboard gallery, uncensored commentary with the cast and crew, and it's D-Box motion enabled. Awesome. So you can actually turn Shaun of the Dead into a ride film if you have a D-Box set up. That's pretty cool. Alright, then on Hot Fuzz, this is where they really went all out with the extras. I mean, I almost think this is too many extras, because, I don't know, it says on the back here over 5 hours of bonus features, but that clearly does not include the running time of the commentary. That's just 5 hours of featurettes and behind-the-scenes stuff. If you throw in the commentary running time, okay, let's take a look here. Additional features, I'll tell you in a second. Outtakes, hilarious footage proving that making Hot Fuzz was just as fun as watching it. Deleted scenes, 22 deleted scenes with optional filmmaker commentary. Okay, here we go. Feature commentaries. Get the inside scoop with 5 commentaries, including one with director Edgar Wright and special guest Quentin Tarantino. There we go. Was I just saying? Yeah, so like, what did Quentin Tarantino have to do with Hot Fuzz? Nothing, as far as I can tell, but I guess he just really liked the movie and somehow managed to get in on one of the commentaries, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so, I mean, the movie itself is a little over 2 hours long. It's 2 hours and 1 minute. So, if you factor in the running time of the commentaries, that's like an additional 10 hours of material. I always like to include commentaries as bonus material, because it is, really. So, really, factoring in the running time of all the featurettes and the commentaries, you've actually got about 15 hours of bonus content on Hot Fuzz. It's just insane. I mean, you got to really love Hot Fuzz to dive into it that much. Okay, and then but wait, there's more. We also got featurettes. 8 featurettes take you behind the scenes of the production on a tour of the real Sanford and more. Special effects before and after. A look at the FX magic that goes into the intense action sequences. Video blogs. 22 video blogs take you behind the scenes both on the set and after hours. The making of Hot Fuzz. Go behind the production with this in-depth documentary and much more. Wow, after all that, what more do you need? Like, what more could there possibly be? But apparently there's more. And, well, we have no idea what that is. Yeah, so I mean, Shaun of the Dead has a pretty well-rounded extras package, but holy crap, they just went to town on Hot Fuzz. That's crazy. I still have not seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's high on my list of movies to pick up next. I see that Walmart has it pretty cheap right now. It's like 15 bucks, I think, for the deluxe edition. Yeah, and then of course Paul just came out, which is the one with, again, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost befriending an alien, which I believe is voiced by Seth Rogen. Yeah, so that looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Light on extras, but a beautiful transfer. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, which is wonderful. Did I show you guys the back? There we go, there's the backs. Very cool. So, yeah, some very nice steelbooks. Yeah, and you notice these ones, the spines actually go the right way. And Kill Bill messes it all up. Yeah, I was going to say I had not watched Kill Bill for quite some time when I bought this, at the time that I bought these steelbooks. So I sat down and I watched both volumes back to back, basically, and I forgot just how brilliant a film it is. It really is good. And I hear rumors there may be a Kill Bill Volume 3 in the works, which I'm kind of curious about. It's like, well, she killed Bill. What more could they do? The story's over. But, you know, if Quentin has more story there to tell, I'm sure it's going to be entertaining, whatever it is. Alrighty, so I think that wraps up the steelbooks. Yes, it does. That is it for the Blu-ray steelbooks for now. I will definitely be picking up some more. I really want to track down that 2001 edition because, again, even though I know it's a repackage, it's got a nice cover. Plus, it's one of my all-time favorite sci-fi movies, so for me, it's totally worth, you know, the double dip or whatever. Well, actually, I don't know how many dips it would be by now for 2001. I've owned it a number of times. So, yeah, so essentially these steelbooks replace some things that I used to have in the DVD collection but do not anymore. So they replace and upgrade. and because I no longer have the old DVD editions, so I wanted to get these movies back in the collection, and why not get them back in the collection in deluxe collector's packaging form? Right? Alright. Well, that's it from me to you for now. Not sure what the next one's going to be. Probably just going to motor on with more of the Blu-ray updates. I bought a lot over the past few months. Yeah, so we'll talk about those some more next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. I'd rather get 4 Blu-rays from the $5 bin rather than one, for